Hey guys, how's it going? This is HelpfulLockPicker here, and welcome back to this week's Locksport update. This is a really fun video series that I like to run every single Saturday. It serves as a great place for me to update the community on everything that I've been working on, and it also serves as a really great place for the community to update everyone on what they have been working on. As always, if you have any updates at all that you would like to see shared next week, please feel free to drop those right in the comment section below, and I'd really love to try to share them. So for this week's Locksport update, I'm going to do what I've been doing the last few weeks, where I'm going to share some random channels. And if you have any channels that you would like to see shared, you can always feel free to leave those right in the comment section below, and I would really love to try to share those with you. So I just want to say thank you to everyone that has been able to make it out to this week's Locksport update this far. I would like to say thank you to Dana Lock, Deadlocks, Panda Frog, and all of the other cool channels that are able to make it. I see Lockmania, I saw Lethal Logic X in there earlier, and I just want to say that that's a really cool thing, and I'm really happy to see everyone able to make it. So I'm going to first start off by going over a couple things that I'd just like to share. So I just want to say I was happy to see that my video that I posted earlier this week on Wednesday, that everyone seemed to think that it was pretty cool. I have been enjoying doing my bumping videos. I think that they are fun to make, and lock bumping is something that doesn't get enough love out there. So I'm just going to show you one more close-up of this tool in action just for the fun of it. So this is the Schlage SC4 key. I filed back the bow so that the bump ring can be able to come into full contact, because if I didn't, it's not going to hit all of the pins. And this is just a really fun thing that you can do because it can just make bumping so easy. So it's just a little bit of light tension and a couple hits. You can usually get the lock to open very, very quickly, as you just saw right here. This is something that I have found that can just be helpful when you're getting locks that are a little bit more difficult and you don't want to have to go through resetting it every single time. And I just want to say that I hope that video was helpful to someone out there. I know that that's a topic that has certainly been covered in the past, but I enjoy making these videos, and I just want to say thank you to everyone that has been able to check them out. And what I showed in that video is, if you want to be able to know what these are and buy them cheaply, they are called castration rings. There are obviously some ethics behind it, and they're certainly used for another purpose, but I would rather not get into that too far into my channel. And one other thing I'd like to share is I recently got a new camera. This has many uses. I got the GoPro Black, Hero Black. This is going to be fun for family videos, and also you can use it as a webcam, and I think this will be pretty cool to do some slow-mo shots and also use as a second view when you're doing a live stream, or if I'm filming something in general. I think that's going to be a lot of fun to play with. I haven't had a lot of chance to work with it yet, but I'm really looking forward to it. And the final update I have as well is going to be, I got this in right here. So I had a really cheap caliper that I bought online, and I spent a little bit more on this. It wasn't super expensive, but I just think the build quality is really great. And one thing I like about it is you can really measure the keys pretty precisely, which gets pretty difficult when you are trying to measure a key and just knowing 0.29 versus 0.30. It's a little bit vague. This one can be a little bit more accurate, and that has been really good for me when I'm trying to decode a key, and you want to be able to see specifically how far down it goes. And I just want to say this is good because it's made out of metal, and it isn't going to wear down like my other one was, where the plastic was right on the caliper. And I just want to say that's just a random thing I bought, but I feel like that's been pretty helpful for me. And I just want to say I really prefer using calipers. Key gauges are helpful, but I think the calipers just take any question out of it. So what I'm going to do now is, let's bring up the chat again. Let's see who's been able to make it in. And let's see, David with the Delta symbol in the name has that camera. I hope you like it. I think that it's going to be really fun to use, and just having that secondary view, or even potentially third view, because I could technically hook up my other camera, could be quite helpful. And so I just want to see if anyone has any channels that they would like to share in the comments below. I could try to share them. But what I'm going to start off with is, let's take a peek at last week's Locksport update and see if there's any updates that are able to be shared from there. I have had a busy week and I have not had a chance to go through it, so we're going to be going through this together. So what I'm going to do is, let's bring up last week's Locksport update and we can just take a look through the comments section. So we have that pulled up right here. And we can see the good channels that we were able to share last week. Peace Weapon, Lockpicking Gal, Sightless Senshi. Let's see. Yep, Lockmania shared that he sent me a lot of channels, which I need to update my list. And hopefully I'll get to that. But as I mentioned to Lockmania in the past, they're all in one email with many replies, and I'm just getting very lost in trying to keep track of what is what. But I will try to get through it eventually if I can. Gantry. I'm glad I was able to show you the bidding of the bump key of the lock that I bumped in one of my earlier bumping videos. Sam Brown is asking, how do you know which way the lock turns? That's something you just sort of learn over time, but padlocks typically open clockwise, deadbolts typically open away from the door frame, and you can just sort of tell with some experience. Gumby shared some cool stuff about how he was bumping, but I don't see anything really as an update. So let's do this. Let me bring up my master lock list like we have done earlier, and then we'll be able to see what channel we're going to be able to randomly select. So let me do that right now. Let's see. Alright, so we have the master lock list pulled up, and I'm going to look through the comments quickly. Southampton, I'm looking forward to show you how the camera works out, and I do want to do a review on the calipers. I just got them in yesterday, but I can tell you I have finally been able to decode a key that has been throwing me off. It was the difference between a 9 and a 10 cut, and it just brought so much clarity into it. And I just want to say I'm happy that the key works smoothly now, and it's not something I have to jumble around with. But either way, this is the lock list, and if you send me an email and like your channel added to it, I'm more than happy to do that. And as you can see, we're going to have a number next to each channel name. And what I'm going to do is use my random number generator, which is just something that you can find on Google. It's just whatever pops up on Google when you type in random number generator. I'm going to select the number 1 through 333 because that is the number of channels I believe I have currently. We can ignore this note here, that's not really applicable anymore. And we can go all the way from 1 to 333. So we're going to just scroll back up to the top, and then we're going to go over to our random number generator. We're going to pull that up for you right here, and here is the random number generator. Now the number you see selected is not going to be the one we're doing. That was just me getting it ready. And let's hit generate. So we have now picked channel number 33. So let's see what channel number 33 is going to be. Let's see. And let's see, Southampton says, awesome, that would be appreciated on the calipers. And I'll definitely do that. Oh, Lethal Logic, 297 and 298 are duplicates. Thank you for sharing. I will go through that afterwards. But let's bring up channel number 33. So maybe we can fix that right now, the 297 and 298. So bringing back up our Excel sheet, we're going to now look for channel 33, but I also take a quick look at 297 and 298 and see. So 33 is going to be Brummie Lockpicker. That's a pretty cool channel to share. And let's now see the 297 and 298. And I have this as a Google document, so I'm going to need to fix this afterwards. The Learning Lockpicker, awesome. So I will fix that. So what I'm going to do is let's copy Brummie Lockpicker's channel link, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring that up for you in just a second here. So I'm going to bring up the chat in the meantime so that we can get his channel ready to go. So I'm going to get Brummie Lockpicker's channel loaded up for you right now. So just be just a minute here. Alright, so so here comes Brummie Lockpicker. Alright, and now let's take a look at the channel. So it doesn't look like Brummie shares the subscriber number, so you can subscribe and show your support. I know that he's a pretty active channel. As you can see, he's been doing a lot of lever lock stuff, which is really cool. It's something I would hope to get into eventually. I just haven't found the time and or motivation. But here's a sample of some of the videos. And if I remember correctly, Brummie sometimes will use some creative language in his videos, so I apologize if there's any swear go on if I remember his channel, but we will take a quick look at his channel and see what we have. And I apologize if that's not the case, but if I remember correctly, that is the case. And here's his description right here. Alright, so let's pull up the videos. You can take a quick look at the most recent one, and then we will be able to check out this channel together. So we're going to go over to video number 216.
Hello again. I did a video earlier picking this 3-lever mortise lock, and the crappy lock picker asked me how do you pick it with the bolt on the right hand side. Now it's a lot more tricky to pick these type which haven't got the curtain, because if it's got the curtain you don't tension the bolt, you tension the curtain. But on these particular locks the bolt is at the back, so when you use your tension tool you push it all the way in and the bolt is at the back, so you're upright on your key, it's tensioning the bolt, and then on top of your key you can run your wire and pick it open. Now if you're tensioning it from the other side, which means you'd be picking it from the bolt on the right, I'll just quickly take the cover off, I'll show you. So if you're picking it with the bolt on the right, you'll be tensioning it from that side. Now when you put your tension tool in, you need to keep your upright on the back plate, and then you're tensioning it that way. But obviously you can't run your pick wire on top of your key like you can the other way, because obviously your upright is right at the back, so it is quite hard to pick with the bolt on the right. But there is a way around to do it.
Thank you so much for checking out Brummie's channel, and if you enjoyed what you saw and you'd like to see more content by him, I recommend you check out the channel in entirety and check out the rest of this video. It's really nice to see a lot of the great channels out there that are just doing a really great job at just being able to really show some great information on getting people started in Locksport, giving people more information on how to do certain topics like lever lock picking, how to get started disc locks. I just think it is a really great thing to see the direction that this community is going in. But I'm going to bring up Brummie's channel here one more time just so you can check him out. And if you enjoyed this, you can consider subscribing. Also, there's a link up here to the Facebook Locksport community if you'd like to get involved with that. I just want to say that this was a cool channel to share, and I'm glad we were able to find it through my random channel search. So the next thing I'm going to do is let's bring up the chat one more time and just see what everyone has to say, and I will try to find another channel for us to share. Alright, Coxie's Picks is sharing the email. I think I just have to approve that, and that will go through. Gordon W., thanks for making it in. Coxie's Picks, thanks for making it in. Southampton, Panda Frog, Deadlocks. It's great to see all of you guys here. So what we're going to do now is let's go back to the random number generator and let's see what we're able to find. So we have the random number generator in front of us. Number 233, so it's like we added 200 to the last one, and let's see who is going to be number 233. So I'm going to bring up the list right now, and let's check this out together. So we're going to now scroll down to 233, which is going to be, funny enough, oh never mind, I read that wrong. I thought there was a duplicate. 233 is going to be Pjzstones, right above Pocket Women. Alright, so let me copy and paste this link here, and I will get this brought up for you in just a moment. So I will bring the chat up for the meantime. Alright, so I'm not familiar with this channel. It doesn't sound like a channel that I remember off the top of my head, so this will be interesting to check out. So I'm going to bring up that channel for you in just a moment, and we'll be able to check it out together. So let's go over to Pjstones channel, and we are going to check this out right now. So it looks like this channel has 462 subscribers. Last video made 8 years ago. Joined in 2008. So I'm debating on whether should we watch the last video ever made, or should we watch the first video ever made. So I'm going to leave that up to everyone in the comments section, and we can decide, do you want to watch the first video made or last video made? And we can decide that right now. So I'm just going to leave this up for just a second because there is a little bit of lag, and I'd love to see what everyone has to say. But while we do that, I'm going to take another look at his channel. So it looks like the first video is Brinks High Security Brass Padlock Single Pin Picked, or SS Single, I think he meant SPP'd, but maybe that's an interesting acronym. And then we have How to Pick a Car Lock Reverse Picking. So reverse picking is actually pretty cool. I did a video on that on a different lock where you lift everything in the overset position, hold high tension, let off the tension, and then all the key pins drop down, the driver pins stay set. And it takes a little bit of practice. You got to kind of have the right lock for it to work, but that would be pretty cool. Alright, so I'm not sure about the lag or whatnot, but I'm just going to choose the last video because I think this would be interesting to see. And so we're going to bring that up, and we'll get that running right now. So let's check out his reverse.
What I have here is a Dodge Intrepid lock. I'm gonna pick it for you using the reverse picking method. And basically what that is I'm going to apply tension on it, and I'm going to push the pins as far as they'll go, the bottom ones and the top ones as far as they'll go, while keeping pressure on them so that they're stuck as far as they'll go. And once I have them to the farthest position, I'm going to remove the pick and waver on the tension until they drop back into place and pick the lock. And there you go. Picked. It's that easy. You can see the pins right there.
Alright, so that was a job really well done. That was pretty cool to check out. And it's interesting to see channels that are older and that have not been making videos recently. This must have been a channel that Lockmania shared with me. He did a really excellent job at getting a lot of these channels to me, and especially sharing some of the older channels. So I'm going to bring up that channel one more time for you, just so you can check out the channel, and then you can see Pjzstones. And then you can consider subscribing if you'd like to show your support. I know that subscribing isn't going to necessarily help because there's really not any more content being created, but it is always a nice gesture and a cool thing to share your support for the great members within our community. So I'm going to bring up that channel for you again in just one moment here, and then we'll be able to check them out one last time. So here is Pjstones' channel. Now, if anyone has anything specifically that they'd like to share, I'd love to try to share it either this week or next week. You can always feel free to leave it in the in the comment section below if you'd like to share it. But I'm going to take a look through the live feed right now. Let's see. Lockmania says, "Let's see if we can get fantoLP to 10 subs before this live video is over." I will try to find the channel. If anyone has the link, I would appreciate the link. I know the links are a little bit hard to share through the chat. Sometimes I have to hit approve or they don't go through, but I can try to find the channel and see if I can just get it on my own. fantoLP. There's one with 5 subscribers, which must be this one. So let's do this. I think I found the channel. So I'm going to bring up the screen right now. Here's fantoLP. I believe it's the pink one. Based off these videos, looks like that would be the Locksport channel. We're at 5 subscribers at the time of the live stream. 2 videos created in 2021. Let's watch the Abyss one quickly. Now I'm going to get this set up so we can hear it, and we can take a quick look at this right now.
Hallo und herzlich willkommen hier auf dem Kanal. Wir öffnen heute ein Abus 64 Ti 30, ein Schloss der Titanium-Reihe. Sicherheitslevel 4 bei Abus. Dieses Exemplar ist ein älteres Schloss, was man vielleicht auch an den Macken sieht. Wir haben hier einmal den Schlüssel. Ich habe auch extra eine Karte da hingelegt. Wir schauen uns mal das Bitting an. Das sieht gar nicht so schlecht aus. Vor allem dieser hohe und der niedrige dahinter ist gar nicht schlecht. Und wir öffnen es heute mal auf 2 Weisen. Und zwar einmal werden wir hier an der offenen Seite rangehen, und zwar mit diesem Spanner. Machen wir mal rein. Dann nehme ich hier meinen Offset-Hybrid von Sparrows, den ich für so einfache Aufgaben sehr mag. Und da haben wir es schon offen. Dann nehmen wir hier nochmal einen anderen Spanner. Und zwar werden wir jetzt an der geschlossenen Seite hier ansetzen. Und
So that was a really quick open, and I understood the word sparrows, so I did hear one quick word. I'm not sure if that was German or not, but that was pretty cool seeing a different channel in a different language. So what I'm going to do is we're going to check out the channel right now, and I am also going to refresh the page, and we can see that we have gotten up to 7 subscribers. I think that's pretty cool, and we're getting well on our way up to 10 subscribers. I want to say, I believe it was Lockmania. Thank you for sharing that channel. That was pretty cool, and it's nice to see some new channels out there. But either way, guys, this is really all I have for you this week. This has been a pretty cool Locksport update. I just want to say once again, I did have fun if you got to this late, being able to share some bumping videos with you. I've been having fun making these key videos, and using these bump rings have been a pretty cool tool to be able to bump locks open in a quick way. It's probably not going to work this time, but it was working earlier. But either way, this is a pretty fun thing to be able to utilize, to be able to get locks open in a quick way. And I just want to say that I look forward to using my GoPro. I don't know why it's being temperamental right now, but I think that it's going to be fun. Where'd my GoPro go? Being able to utilize this in some future videos. And let's see if we can get another open right here. There we are. You know how locks love to be temperamental when you're doing it, especially live. But this was a fun video to make. I'm glad that other people in the comments said that they like the GoPro Hero 8. I think this is going to be fun. It's a little bit difficult for me to figure out. If anyone knows how to use the webcam mode on the computer, I'd appreciate that, because I could pull the video off that. But my current plan is I bought the media, I believe, adapter thing where it's going to go around it. You'll have an HDMI out, and I'm just going to use my capture card and pull the video that way. But either way, I think this is going to be a really fun thing to do. And if you've ever seen how stable the footage is with the Hypersmooth, I think that is awesome. And just for Southampton lockpicking, one more time, I will make a review on this caliper, and I will show it one more time. So this caliper is called, the brand I guess is called General. It is really made out of pure metal. It is very strong. The one thing that threw me off at first, just so you know, is to get the battery compartment off. There's a small screw in the back that kind of threw me off. I thought I would just pull it down like you normally would. And what really made this a game changer, I would say not so much on Schleg locks, but like if you're doing like locks that are like got really large amount of different cuts, like 11 different cuts, or you're doing smaller locks, American locks, where just having the increments only go out 2 places, that can be a little confusing, because sometimes you want to know, is it 0.29, is it 0.30, and just having the extra 2 decimal points can really make this just so much easier for you to be able to tell exactly where you are. I've found this caliper to be pretty accurate, and I just want to say that it is an excellent tool. I like the fact that it was made out of metal, because on my other caliper, the bottom part here was starting to wear away from the bottom of the key, scraping against it so much, because it's something I use quite frequently, because I own several key machines and I make a lot of different stuff. So I think this is going to be definitely the way to go, and I'd be happy to give a better close-up look of that in the road in the future. But either way, guys, this is all that I have for you today. If you have anything that you'd like to be shared next week, please feel free to share it. I'm seeing a couple things pop up right now. Coxie's Picks are saying something about the castration rings. Don't buy bump rings, buy multi-packs of castration rings. You can get 100 for about €2, which I completely agree with. The way cheaper to do it that way. Let's see. Gordon W's near 500 subscribers, so that will be a really nice milestone. You should check him out. Is that Lowell Forbes might be at 500 soon. So if you want to just try to help support all of these great channels, that will really go a long way. Supporting all of the great channels of our community makes a really big difference. And I will bring up, let's see, let's just bring up Gordon W. real quick here, just so everyone can see, so we can help get you closer to the 500 mark, and then we can close the video. So let's see, we're going to put, here's Gordon W's channel right here. Am I going to do a dimple picking video? I do have some dimple locks. I have a cutaway. I do want to get into that, but my plan is, and this is sort of a slow plan, is I want to try to work on finishing up my lockpicking homeschool series from a basic standpoint, and then I sort of want to like kind of revamp it and do it in a better way down the road, which will cover all of these different types of locks. But that is a process that'll be one step at a time, and I just have a lot going on, so I'm just trying to take one day at a time currently, and I'm doing the best that I can. But either way, guys, I'd just like to say thank you so much to everyone that was able to make it out to today's video. It really is fun getting to see everyone every weekend. If you have any questions or suggestions, as always, please feel free to leave those in the comments section below. And if you enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more like it, please consider subscribing. Every single subscription makes such a big difference, whether you're subscribing to me or to any of the great channels that I shared today, or anyone in the comments section today. Just want to say it's really great seeing our community grow and thrive. And it's just so fun to see how much it improves and grows every single year. But that's all I have for you today. I cannot wait to see you in the next video. I'll try to see you next Saturday. And I just hope everyone has a great weekend and stays safe out there. And I will see you the next time. Let's see.